And we are recording, Mr. Mo. This
Hello,
is
hello.
this is one of those times where I really, really wish I had an edible to look at you in your background right now.
Oh, I love this background. So I feel
It's
like
like,
I'm in a
whoa,
forest.
yeah, whoa, man. I'm freaking
But
out, dude.
the rest of my apartment is all red, green, and white. I mean, it's everywhere. There's
Wow.
no escaping it.
You usually got to call a doctor for that, but that's okay. Anyways, we're going to do this in 3, 2, 1.
What are you doing?
Testes in my mouth.
Get on the ground, you fucking pledge!
Ew.
Welcome to the greatest podcast experience of your life. This is the Frat Chat Podcast.
All young men like three things. Food, booze, pussy.
Featuring Carlos Garcia and Chris Moore.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another edition of the greatest podcast in the history of podcasting time. It's the Frat Chat Podcast. I'm Carlos Garcia with Chris Moore.
It's good. Thanks. How are you?
Oh, I am living the dream. I am thankful for a thankful Thanksgiving week. I don't know why the trusted timer is going off over here. But everything is great. I'm full. I drank too much. Now we
Are
got
you
some
still
deals to
eating
give away.
leftovers?
No, thank God I am not. But the one thing that we like to do whenever I visit my family is go out to eat. So just getting through the Thanksgiving stuff was one thing. But like yesterday, we went out for Mexican food.
Love Mexican food. I did too.
Oh yeah, it's just so good. I ate like a bunch of fajitas and stuff, and then had explosive diarrhea. And I
Oh,
still got one
nice.
more day left here, so I'm sure there'll be lots of food today as well. How was your staycation Thanksgiving with the friends?
Good. And lots of food. I woke up hungover as fuck on Thursday morning and I was like, I think I was still drunk. I was like, I want spaghetti and meat sauce for breakfast. And it's my special day. And so I'm gonna do that. And so we're all like, let's do it. And then for dinner, we all kind of decided that we don't love turkey. so so we had a rotisserie chicken on standby. And then which I love. And then we had a bunch of like side dishes and this and that. And so pretty traditional, I guess.
We actually didn't do turkey ourselves. I made pernil, which is pork. Because
Yeah.
turkey's very bland. So like, unless you have a lot of time to braise the turkey, or like people who like inject it with flavor and shit, like you really
Yeah.
want to like work on it, it's not worth doing a fucking turkey. Like, do
Some
pork,
people
do
put
chicken.
like um butter like underneath the skin.
Yeah, exactly. They
It's
inject
just
that shit in there,
like I'm
like
not
garlic
really
butter.
I really don't want to molest a bird. I can't.
Just stuff it. And like, I don't like stuffing and shit like that either. Like, I'm not a big fan. It's like dried up breadcrumbs up a turkey's ass. It's like, why would I want to eat that? That's like,
Yeah, not interested.
I don't like to sodomize my meal before I eat it. You know what I mean? It's just
Speak for
not.
yourself. Some of our listeners might like that.
That's right. There's nothing wrong with that. To our fellow listeners in West Virginia, you do what you want in your farm, and I'll do what I want in mine. It's just touche, touche. Actually, I do have a little news story for you, Mr. Mo, that I just think is just cherry on top. We've been talking a lot about the Trump nominees, and they just keep getting better and better
Horrible.
because apparently the Trump Defense Secretary nominee, Pete Hegseth, his own mother doesn't even like him because in an email sent from her to him a couple years ago, she called him an abuser of women, and I quote, saying that he mistreated women and displayed a lack of character. So apparently, this is the exact quote I know this was sent in 2018, which is a couple of years ago, but still not that long to not make him a piece of shit. But this is just a quote note. This is coming from a private email sent from his own mother to him, accusing him of mistreating women and whatnot. It says, I quote, "You're an abuser of women. That is the ugly truth, and I have no respect for any man that belittles, lies, cheats, sleeps around, and uses women for his own power and ego. You are that man and have been for years. And as your mother, it pains me and embarrasses me to say that, but it is the sad, sad truth." She told them to go get some help and take an honest look at yourself. Wow. Note, she's now saying that she wrote the message in anger with emotion, blah, blah, blah. She's covering for him now. She said, "I know my son, he's a good father, husband, blah, blah, blah." But at the time, she did send this to him. And note, he has had sexual abuse allegations against him. He has a couple babies' mamas. He's had quite the amount of affairs while on active duty, which again led to some of those kids. So I don't know. It seems to me where there's smoke, there's fire, and there's a lot of smoke here. That's just me.
None of this surprises me. None.
No, not
Because
at all.
when the party leader lacks character, of course he's gonna pick people that lack character. I mean, like, hello, doy.
And this is the first time in a long time that an active, or well, he's not sitting president yet, but a president wants to clear all of his cabinet positions without having the FBI vet them first, which is absurd. That means there's so many skeletons in those closets. Luckily, it does seem like he's getting pushback, and the FBI will vet everybody, so we will get to find out just what the fuck is wrong with all these people. But it doesn't say very good things that some of the most prominent positions have all been sexual harassers or psychos. It's like, oof. Say what you want, but they're making RFK look very qualified right now.
Yeah.
And I'm terrified with that one.
Like,
at least he was like,
me.
Go on.
That scares me, but like, he's fit, so he's not a complete brain dead idiot. Like, he knows something.
Well, he's pretty brain dead, but he's definitely fit. Like, did you see him over Thanksgiving dipping that fucking frying that turkey? And he was doing it literally barefoot. It's like, okay, you're either an idiot or you have balls the fucking size of grapefruits. And either way, props to you, because I would never do that shit. But he's one-handing that turkey, you know what I mean? And you say what you want, but the dude's pretty strong. He's a pretty fit guy. But yeah, no, they're making him look like a world-class genius. However, you can definitely say he's a little brain dead, considering a fucking worm ate part of his brain. like that actually happened to that man. Don't eat bear, kids. It'll do things to you.
So sad.
Oh Jesus. Yeah, very sad. Very, very sad. But here we are. This is the shit show we live in. But we'll see what happens there.
On a different note, I'm starting to think that like I love Christmas, and it's around the corner.
Mm-hmm.
I love Christmas. All my gay friends are obsessed with Christmas, and I'm like, is Christmas a gay holiday? And I thought to myself, is Coca-Cola a gay drink? Because I really think that Coca-Cola had a big hand in developing Christmas to what it is today. Because back in the day, I saw some like video about this, but like apparently here's the clip notes. Back in the day, Christmas like wasn't as big as like Easter is. Like someone like rising from the dead, that's crazy.
Pretty impressive.
Someone going door to door to find a place to live in the Middle East because like they were down their luck. It's like, okay, like this is a typical day.
Right.
But so Easter was always like, I mean, grandparents always said that, like, when they were younger, Easter was like the day to go to church. That was super holy, whatever. But Christmas was kind of like whatever. But now it's so commercial. And I think that Coca-Cola had a big hand in that. Coca-Cola got in trouble for putting drugs in their drinks. They're like, we got to change up the marketing. What should we do? So, Santa Claus that we see today isn't the Saint Nicholas or Kris Kringle that there was historically, but they kind of like took the idea of Santa, put him in Coca-Cola colors, had him drinking Coca-Cola, and then that kind of like launched like the chaos that is Christmas today, you know? And so I was
Huh.
thinking to myself, like, Christmas is like so gay. Is Coca-Cola gay? Like Smirnoff
Well,
Ice is kind of gay. Is
Smirnoff
Coca-Cola
Ice
gay?
is definitely gay, and there's a reason why you have to get on your knees whenever someone fucking ices you with wine. You know what I
Correct. You're
mean?
not
It is a
wrong.
total gay drink. Christmas, I agree with you, super gay. You know, everybody's in tights, lots of colors. Might as well have a pride flag there. Don't come at
Totes.
us, right wing conservatives. There's a reason y'all crashed Grinder at the RNC. Chill.
Yeah.
Definitely super gay. I could see. I can't see Coke being totally a gay drink, but I can see it being an ally. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like you look at the board of Coke, a lot of probably old, straight, white dudes. But I feel like they're the ones that like don't say shit at the Thanksgiving table that you'd be ashamed to air to the world. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Now Pepsi, I can say Pepsi being totally gay. You know
Oh
what I mean?
yeah.
You add look at the celebs they use. You know what I mean? It's like it's all like the glam celebs, like the Michael Jacksons, the Britneys of the world. You know, like I can totally see them go for the gay market.
Can
That's
you
just my
taste the difference between Coke and Pepsi? Because when I was talking to Clay Aiken, he was really adamant about one or the other. I think he preferred Pepsi over Coke, but it was like
mm,
there would be like a visceral reaction to tasting the off-brand. I'm like, what? To
I
me,
can
like they
taste
all
it.
taste the same. You
I
can
can
taste.
taste the difference, but it's like I don't really give a shit which one you give me, unless it's like I don't like diets. But like I do like cherry Pepsi a little more than cherry Coke, but I do like regular Coke more than regular Pepsi. Like I think like the sugar they use is different, in my opinion.
Okay, can you taste the difference between Seven Up and Sprite?
Oh God, no! I'm not white trash. I don't fucking drink that shit. Ma, I need more Mountain Dew.
And then is Dr. Pepper that different from like cherry Coke?
Yes, because Dr. Pepper has a ton of different flavors in there. It's
Like
not just cherry.
plums too, right?
Yeah, and like vanilla. It's like
Like
99 flavors
beaver
in there.
asshole or something, right?
Yeah, they're like the Long Island iced teas of sodas. You know what I mean? It's all these flavors in there. You don't know what the fuck it's supposed to be, but somehow it tastes good. I have to say, it's not like I always
Hmm.
drink pop Dr. Pepper, but I like it sometimes. Though it's been years. I have to say, damn. When was the last time you had a Dr. Pepper?
You know, I don't think I've ever had a Dr. Pepper, to be honest. I've always been a Sprite kind of guy.
Mm. Yeah, and then there was Dr. Pepper's uneducated cousin, Mr. Pibb. That's the one we the
You
off
know,
brand.
I I don't like to drink dark sodas. I mean, I will if it's mixed with alcohol.
Yeah.
Um, but I don't really like to drink dark sodas because I'm afraid of what it's going to do to my insides.
Yeah,
Um,
they're worse for you. They really
I
are much worse for you. Doctors like said if you drink light soda, it's not that big of a deal, but dark stuff is like
and
much worse
also
for you.
like growing up in the city, like when there was like, you know, shootings or car accidents, whatever, and there's like blood in the street, sometimes they would take Coca-Cola to wash the streets down.
Yeah. And
You
they
heard
use
that
it to get
before?
a yeah, and you can get rust off of shit. If you use Diet Coke and you have like a rusted nail or something you need to get it off, just dip in Diet Coke for like a few seconds and you literally see all the rust are coming out. So imagine, honestly, that's why sometimes when I have like a sore throat, I like having soda because I do feel like it like corrodes all the shit that builds up in
Oh,
there.
really? Ugh, yuck.
And then it feels good. Sometimes you gotta hit the back of the throat to feel good. It's just what they say.
Oh,
It is.
I know all about that. Ugh, 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 ugh.
That's right. Charge.
Charge.
Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it is time for us to get sizzly now. It is the holidays, but we gotta get our holiday aggression out. So it is comedians roasting each other for 60 seconds. And this time, Simo can't hear the alarm because my setup's a little different. So I'm going to have to be like, so just note when I do that, I'm not having a stroke. I'm just the alarm. All right. We're going to do this in three, two, one. So, Mr. Mo, I want to start this a little bit differently because I was talking to a fan and she actually gave us a compliment. She said that
Okay.
the show was great because you had a face for radio and a voice that you just want to turn down sometimes. So, shout out to Simo's mom. Hey, keep listening to the show.
Thanks,
Woo!
mommy. Are those your purses hanging on the back of that door?
Those are my mother's. Thank you very much.
See, that's not concerning. What's concerning to me is that it's not a double door after your Thanksgiving splurge. It is what it is. Hey, go like this. You have something on your chin.
oh, yeah, that's
Oh,
my uncle came by.
oh wait. No, not that chin. The other one.
Oh
I would
my
sugarcoat it,
god.
but you would eat it.
That's good. That's good. That's good. Yeah, I was watching a movie that reminded me of your life. I don't know if you've seen it. Two
It's a
Girls, One
Wonderful Life?
Cup. Great
No!
flick. Great flick. It's kind of a shit movie, but it's perfect. And last but not least, well, we have 3 seconds, so I can't squeeze one in like your sex life.
You can't squeeze one out. I bet you can if you try really hard.
That's right. That was comedians versus each other for 60 seconds. That was a fun one. Oh man. Anyways, Mr. Mao, it is time for us to get to it. And let me see if I can actually get a nice little jingle bells going in here. I think so. Let's try it. Let me see if you can. Can you hear that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did it, ladies and gentlemen, because the Frat Chat Podcast is here to make your holidays better and officially get them started with some Black Friday and Cyber Monday week deals. Because, baby, this is the time to get your holiday shopping, save big, and look like a much better sibling than that shitty brother or sister of yours. Because fuck them, you're the favorite. So here at the Frat Chat Podcast this week, we'll give you the top 10 best holiday gifts to buy your siblings and make them like you. Oh yeah. And here, note, we're not trying to break the bank. We're trying to make a cool gifts that people will love. And these can fit for all members of the family, from your maybe kid to your nephew, your cousin, your druggy slumlord cousin that sleeps on your couch during Christmas. Anybody can love these gifts. So, let us know what you think of the gift guide. Give us a follow on all social channels at Frat Chat Podcast. And shoot us an email, fratchatpodcast@gmail.com. And let us know if you tried any of these. Oh, yeah.
I was just thinking this Christmas, or I guess I should say holiday gift giving, is going to be very different this year than next year because I keep reading all these things about like tariffs and that our goods could be a lot more expensive next year,
Totally.
So like,
Totally.
if you see a good deal and you think someone will like it, buy one. Hell, buy 3 or 4. You might need them to stock up for next year.
Yeah, you could resell them and make big next year.
Oh, that too.
Yeah, no, the tariff thing seems to be like a real thing. So, I mean, the thing I'm seeing, though, which hopefully means it won't be as bad, is that a lot of these countries are quote unquote negotiating with Trump, and AK just be like, oh yeah, we'll work with you, whatever, to hopefully get less tariffs. So, but like the president of Mexico was like, dude, if you fucking put tariffs on us, we're gonna start a tariff war, and that's not gonna benefit anyone.
Yeah.
But Justin Trudeau apparently went to Mar-a-Lago to, talk to Trump and make sure that things are smooth, which I know Trump supporters are all like, oh, look, he's doing shit already. Like, he can pick up a phone. Yeah. So, I don't know. Hopefully, it means that these tariffs are kind of a negotiating bluff to get people to come to the table. But if he does start putting 20 to 25% tariffs across the board on Mexico and Canada and 15% on China on top of what they already have, yeah, this list might not happen next year, folks. So,
isn't there a picture of Justin Trudeau in blackface?
Yep.
If that's the case, then he could have just gone to Mar-a-Lago just to hang out with kindred spirits.
That's true. He was just having, he was just there for a get down. Trump was showing him how to apply the blackface properly. Well, I've
Probably.
been doing makeup for years. Okay, believe me. It's just, I don't come out and do it. I'm not stupid like you, but I got the orange pretty good. People think I'm Puerto Rican. Okay, believe me. So believe me, no one thinks you're Puerto Rican, Donald. Not at all. Have you seen those moves?
Oh, he's horrible. Looks like he's like jacking
That's
off two guys simultaneously.
yeah, seriously. And now that's like the new thing the cult is doing. They're doing videos, doing the dance. It's like, oh my god, it's definitely a cult. It's 1,000% a
The first
cult.
time I saw it, I was like, "Oh my god, is he having a seizure?" No, it's
Yeah,
just our president dancing. Unfortunately,
but good for him. He owns it at least. You know, you should be proud of your moves, regardless of how terrible they are. But you
yeah.
know, good for him. At least he's
Well,
proud of himself.
on a positive note, let's talk
And-
about some of these deals. And can I start?
yeah.
Okay, I'm excited about this one. Do you know what a Venus flytrap is?
Yes.
Okay, well
Those things are fucking awesome.
there's other types of plants that are carnivorous. Like some, like
Mhm.
in like the rainforest, look um like little cups, and they have like enzyme juice in the bottom of it, and like little bugs or little
Oh,
like mice will crawl down in there and get stuck, and then like the plant will absorb the uh the nutrients of like these like pests, you know what I mean? So there's this
cool.
plant that is I think it's technically called Drosera cap cape capensis, but
Dyslexia.
it's commonly known as Cape Sundew because I think it's from um uh Cape Town. I think it's like indigenous to South Africa, and
Okay.
it's it attracts fruit flies, and
Hmm.
so when fruit flies get stuck in it, it just like gets stuck in this like sticky plant. The plant absorbs the nutrients from these fruit flies, and it's amazing. So
Wow.
you can get them you can get them for like $20 on like Amazon, but they had a lot of Black Friday deals on TikTok, and they're always having deals on TikTok. You have to, I mean, when this launches, when this airs, Black Friday and Cyber Monday are over, but don't panic. There's still going to be deals because there's deals up until this point. Um, but this is what
Totally. And there's Cyber Week these days, so you'll have all week to shop. Just make sure
yeah.
you do it this week, or else you're beat.
So I got this from I think Wikipedia, but it says that this particular plant captures insects by luring them with their glossy magenta hued beads of false nectar. Uh,
Oh,
and this nectar is, of course, merely sticky droplets made up of digestive enzymes. The secretions act as a visual attractant to nearby insects as it shines in the sun. So that's why it's called like sundew.
whoa!
Furthermore, when these plants come into bloom, the flowers themselves bring more potential prey to the vicinity of the plant. So get some of these and give them to everyone has fruit flies that they don't want like in their kitchen or wherever, you know?
Totally.
It's such a
Especially
pain.
there's like a time of year specifically too. I don't know if it's like the beginning of summer or something where they just like all come out too, and it's such a pain in the ass every year. This plant looks dope, and now I guess you just water this and hopefully insects come out and eat some. How the fuck do you take care of this thing? This
You
is
just put it
crazy.
in a sunny place.
This is nuts. Like they kind of look like little centipedes or something attached to it. I googled it. This is wild. Yeah, you can get them for like $12.99 even. This is
Yeah.
wild.
They don't become
Even
like little like
$10 I see.
3-inch like square pots.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not doesn't seem like you need too much to do. You can also I see on Etsy.com a lot of people have them for good prices. So yeah, I like that. That's a cool gift. Definitely outside the box too. So it's called adult sized Drosera capensis or the Cape Sundew plants. Okay, I'm gonna start you guys off on my end now. Oh yeah, And for this one, the holidays are a time of feasting and monster poops. Everybody knows this. So, what better time to change your life than with your very own home bidet? Oh, yeah, because now you can get rid of that mud bud with one easy squirt by getting your very own Tushy 3.0 bidet. Oh, yeah. Clean the squirts with a squirt. Pow, pow! Selling for $89.99 right now instead of $124.95 on Amazon, and I'm sure their website too. And no, we're not even sponsored by Tushy anymore. But boy, it's a great product. I actually gave my brother and his wife one for the holidays this year. I already got it for them. It's ready to go. So now every time they clean their assholes, they can think of me. Wait, what? But gotta love a Tushy. Gotta love a Tushy. I mean, it's a big going from 125 down to $90 is a huge fucking discount. So this is the time. If you've ever been curious about them, it's worth it. Give them a shot. Or give them a squirt, I should say. I don't know.
Give it a squirt.
That's right.
That was my nickname in college.
That's right.
Squirt.
And he had those sticky plants, but they definitely were not Cape Sundews. Let me tell you.
My nickname was Squirt. Your nickname was Stains. We were Squirt and Stains.
That's right. Can't have one without the other. Anyway, what you got next?
Now, this one isn't as exciting, but I feel like it's nice to have on your list, like a stocking stuffer or like a simple gift you can give a coworker in like a secret Santa exchange. And I'm not sure about you, but like with me, I can I'll make a cup of coffee, and then I'll forget about it. I get like inundated with emails, and then I'll check, and it's cold, and I'm like, fuck. And
The worst.
I'm like, oh man, I don't really feel like getting up and microwaving it. Or sometimes it's not in the microwavable like cup. It might be in styrofoam, whatever. So
Totally.
uh if you tend to use a coffee mug at work or even at home, if you work from home, there's this thing. It's called Vobaga. That's the brand. Vobaga or
Mhm.
Vobega electric coffee mug warmer. You can buy it on Amazon or TikTok. Um, right now it's like $19, but typically it's $24. But I mean, even if it's $24, it's still not like super expensive. You just plug it into the wall.
Totally.
It looks like a charging dock, but
Yeah, it's a little square.
it looks kind of like if you have like a candle warmer instead of it's a
Mm-hmm.
mug warmer.
Totally. And the funny thing is, I've actually had one of those. And I have to tell you, my mom got it for me when I was still going into the office in my PR days. And it was the kind of knickknack where, again, it cost her like 15, $20 at the time, too. And everybody would walk by my desk and be so jealous that my coffee was always warm.
Oh
It
yeah.
was like, what the fuck? What is that thing? What do you have a coffee warmer here? And it's like, yep, just plug right in. And because that would happen to me all the time. And I'm actually very sad. I think when I left the company, I left it there. But it was such a great little thing to have. And again, total gift that doesn't break the bank. And you might not think it's this huge gift, but it's something that someone will pretty much use every single day, and they'll think of you every time. So I like it. I'm a big fan. Because here's the thing, I love iced coffee, but when you ice the coffee from the get go, it's good. But when your hot coffee all of a sudden gets cold, it's not the same as iced coffee. It tastes like weird. I don't know if it's because it settles and it sets all day, but it's like, ugh,
Yeah.
it gets very weird. You want to keep that shit warm
It like
for
such a
sure.
layer.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, this is an excellent gift, Mister Mo. I gotta give it to you. Charge. Anyways, up next on my side, I got another one that I think everybody will like. Are you looking to get your game on, people? Do you want to play
Yeah.
ball and joystick with your boys? Oh
Yeah.
yeah. In that case, do you understand how expensive the 2K series video games are? They're normally like 70 fucking dollars. However, right now, if you take advantage of the Cyber Week deals, you can get your hands on the NBA 2K25 for PlayStation or Xbox One for only $29.99, as opposed to the usual $69.99. And that's a 69 I can't get behind. Oh no. That's over half price off. So this one is a gift you can get for kids. It's a good gift for adults. Pretty much anyone from millennial age down will enjoy this gift. And no, you can also get it for like PC, laptops, whatever your gaming system is. But no, take advantage of this shit now because I like it. I honestly, this is something that I do pretty much every year. I'll wait for the Black Friday deals and try to get the Madden game that comes out or the 2K games that come out. Because if you wait any other time of the year, $70. So I got last year, I got NBA 2K24, Madden 24, and a WWE game, each for $20, so $60,
Oh
as
wow.
opposed to getting one game for $70 at any other time of the year. So definitely, this is a great week to go shopping for video games. I saw, they have like Sonic games, all kinds of games right now are highly discounted. So if you have a gamer buddy, son, friend, boyfriend, wife, significant other, you name it, this is a great week to check out the games they love. And also things like VR, any game accessories that they might get. This is the time. So definitely check that out. Because no one wants to play with their joystick by themselves on a Friday night. You know what I mean? You got to have friends. So check it out, people. Oh, yeah.
That sounds good.
I've been getting into gaming a lot this year, Mr. Mo. It's been very fun. I have to say.
On my Nintendo Switch, I got this package. It was free, and it was just all old school Nintendo, like straight up Nintendo games. So I was
Sweet.
playing I used to be obsessed with this game called Dodgeball. I was playing that. I was playing
Nice.
like Mario Golf, like also just like weird things that brought me back. Okay.
Totally.
So next on my list, this is for anyone that's a side sleeper that has like neck pain. This is for you. So this I think the brand is called Wait, what's the brand called? Anyway, if you order
Osteocervical pillow for neck pain relief.
yes,
There you go.
I guess that's the
I got
brand.
you, dude. Yes.
So it's a hollow design, is odorless memory foam, and this pillow's in a cooling case. It's an adjustable orthopedic bed pillow for sleeping and supports side and back sleepers, but mostly side sleepers. So it gives you the perfect
Whoa.
support so you don't have neck pain. I'm not sure about you, but I can't sleep on a plane because I have to be on my side. Like I can't just put my head back and snooze. I don't know how people can do that. Like I have to be on my
Totally.
side. But even at home, if I'm going somewhere or at a hotel, I just can't sleep well because the pillows just aren't to my liking.
Yeah, the pillows are shit, and you need like 3 of them just to have enough support. But then your neck is all the way up like this.
Yeah. And so
I'm with you.
this pillow is super fancy. It's typically $80. But right now for Black Friday and Cyber Week, it's only $40 on Amazon.
Oh hell yeah, dude! Yeah, these are great looking, and I'm a big side sleeper, and I'm not gonna lie, I wake up sore quite often from it,
Sore
especially
from your
sleeping
butthole
with
or
Julie.
sore from your neck?
Little column A, little
I
column
don't
B. Don't ask
know.
questions. But sleeping with a wiener dog that likes to take up half the room, and my girl and Julie, my fiance now, who likes to take the other half, means I wake up pretty beat up. So having some neck support would be very nice, people. Wow, you can even get them for $18.95 on Temu. I see,
I'm
which
always
is
nervous about
huge.
Temu. And
Yeah,
I
I've
don't
never
how
shopped
long does
there.
it take when you order something from Temu? Does it take a month to get?
Oh, that's true. I don't know. I'm scared of it now. But Walmart, you can get them for $20 too. Yeah, these are some good deals. I wish I had those beds that they make now, where it's like a his and her side, and you can move them up and heat them and cool them and shit.
Oh, my
You know what I'm
parents have
talking
that.
about? I think that is like the dream for me
My
one
mom
day.
likes her mattress firm. My dad likes his like deflated, and and yeah, they can move them up or down and incline or decline like it's crazy.
Oh yeah. Hey. Good for you, Mr. Mo.
Not me, my
Josh.
parents.
I know that's Mr. Mo Senior.
Oh,
Moving that bed up and down. Oh yeah.
that's the only action I think that bed's getting.
God damn it, Monk! You hit my side. Oh man, yeah, I definitely that is in my bucket list. Or I don't know if you ever saw the episode of Cribs years ago where they did Shaq's house and they showed his fucking Shaquille O'Neal custom size, like massive king size bed that is literally like it's like almost like three king size beds put
Oh
together,
my
and they
god.
go out long too, so like a 7-footer can sleep in there comfortably. So I would just want to be in the middle of that bed, just like sprawled out, watching football all day on a
I would
Sunday.
love that.
Ah, yeah, those are the dreams. I really want a king size bed too. Again, the queen is not doing the thing with because Stella's teeny, but she's long, so and she has to sleep sideways. So it's just the fucking worst sometimes.
You better put her ass in a kennel and reclaim your space.
She's so cute. I like to snuggle.
Is she with you right now at your mom's house, or does she go with Julie?
No, oh yeah, she's here. I have no idea where they went though. My brother's dog is actually here for the week too. My mom's watching it, so
What kind of dog does he
they're
have?
it's a German Shepherd, so it's
Oh,
like
it's a big dog.
big contrast from Stella. Yeah, Stella like reaches like its little paw essentially. Like it's funny. You see my brother's dog like galloping up the stairs in like 2 seconds, and little Stella, like, you know,
Aww.
it's so cute. It's so cute though. Oh man. Anywho, let's we'll get back to it. Yeah, the osteocervical pillow. Check that shit out. Honestly, good sleep goes a long way
Yeah.
in your mental health, physical health. Like, woo. I had a couple of months where I was having tough times sleeping, and I would wake up at like 2 in the morning, and for some reason I couldn't fall asleep till like 5. So the next day I was just a fucking zombie every day for months. So I learned a lot. Bad sleep can really go a long way of ruining your day.
I feel like I cracked my
Uh,
neck a lot trying to like fix what a night of sleep did to me. Do you know what I mean?
totally, totally. Ooh, and a quick horror story to deviate. There's a pro wrestler named Lex Luger, who's a big meathead guy. And he had like a kink on his neck, and he kept trying to crack his neck, and he couldn't do it. And then he just went clack, and then he went to sleep that night. Woke up the next morning, and he literally couldn't move anything from the neck down. He broke his fucking neck trying to crack it because he was just like a meathead about it, which is fucking wild. And I'm sure he had like neck damage already from his pro wrestling career. But can you imagine going to sleep and then waking up paraplegic?
Is he still
Oof.
paralyzed?
He was, and this goes to show how badass he is. He's still in a wheelchair and stuff, but he was able to get like a lot of movement back. So I mean, you see him; he's definitely not the man he used to be. But you know, he can stand up sometimes and shit, and you know, he's still out in the circuits, doing autograph signings and shit. So good for him. But whoo, I can't. And he was like 300 pounds full of muscle. So imagine the time it must have taken to lose all that muscle mass and stuff. Like I can't imagine. I just can't imagine.
Yikes. Oh my
But
god.
yeah, so take care of your necks, people. You never know. You never know. Anyways, up next, I'm gonna give you one that at first sounds insane, but this is just the old me, and me thinking of the economy and shit. But it's insane how cheap you can actually do this, especially if you have a kid in college. Someone going back to school for a master's or anything like that, or someone who's a creator and needs to make content. You got to have a good computer. So right now, you can get yourself a brand new laptop and not have it be expensive as shit. like 2 years ago, I think it was. And one of the best gifts I got, actually, no, it was like 5 years ago, was my parents got me a brand new laptop so I can make better content on my videos and have better video editing software and all that shit. And I legit cried. And back then, they had to spend like $600-700 on it.
Yeah.
Now you can literally get, like, for example, a 2025 16-inch laptop computer, Windows 11, Intel 97 processor, 16 gigs of RAM, 512 gigabytes of memory, full HD 1080p laptop for $268, which is fucking wild. It's cheaper than the NFL Sunday package, for example, by a lot. Uh, like I had to buy a new laptop this year and I got a great deal on it and I spent $750 on it. Now I could have, if I would have just waited a couple months, I could have fucking gotten it for $300.
Yeah.
So, and no, I just gave you one model that's out there. If you go on Amazon Prime right now, or I'm sure even the Dell shop and all of the other companies, Mac, whatever, this is the week to do it because they have a lot of good stuff. But you could also get last year's models on Amazon too, which I love. So then you can get even bigger discounts. So be smart with your shopping, but this is the time. If you want to get a dope laptop and you're low on funds, this is the time to do it. Or if you want to gift one for someone you love, they will love you forever because that is not a gift
You
most
know,
people expect.
I did this last year for my husband got him a laptop, and I saved a lot of money doing this. But I will say I've never had a good experience with the brand Lenovo.
Oh yeah, you gotta be careful, Lenovo's.
Those are
Uh,
yeah. I
I
would
mean,
just be careful of that brand.
the thing is they're very open software concept machines, which means like not everything, just you don't necessarily have uh great customer support for it. You kind of got to do everything yourself. They are a little cheaper, but my dad had one back in his day that I have to say he loved it, but you got to be very careful with it. So yeah, definitely shop around. Use Reddit as a resource. Google shit, but you'd be surprised how much people post on Reddit about computers and the horror stories they've had, so you can help find a model that you can trust. But yeah, this is the time, baby. Lots of good deals to take advantage of. So don't be dumb. Do it.
Do
But
it.
anyways,
Well, next
what
one,
you
I'm
got
excited
next?
about this one because um, did you know that although it's illegal in most states, I think federally it's illegal to sell shrooms and to like
Mm-hmm.
um have them. You're not supposed to, but it's the DA confirmed. I think like in June that psychedelic mushroom spores are federally legal prior to germination.
Mm.
So you can get like a kit and grow your own shrooms at home, and then mailing that kit doesn't break the law because these spores don't have like the contents of that drug until like it's bloomed, so it's a
Wow.
loophole. So my dad was like, for Christmas I want to grow my own shrooms, and I was like, Dad, stop it, like you're gonna get in trouble. He's like, no, all my friends do it. All of his mall walker friends, he wakes up early in the morning, he walks in the mall, he's like, everyone does it, and they like give him shrooms. So I have a quote that says, this is from marijuanamoment.net. This quote says, if the mushroom spores or any material do not contain psilocybin or psilocin or another
Mhm.
controlled substance or listed chemical, the material is considered not controlled under the Controlled Substances Act. Um, let's see. Um, So, however, if any time the material contains a controlled substance, such as psilocybin or psilocin, the material would be considered a controlled substance. So, like, I wonder if I know you maybe you can't buy like marijuana plants, but under this
Mhm.
rule, could you buy a marijuana seed and grow your own plant?
I guess, but I don't know necessarily. Honestly, it's a state by state thing, but it would depend on your state's marijuana laws, what they count as possessions and stuff like that. Like for example, in Maryland, it's legal, so I think you can do whatever the fuck you want. as long as you're not selling it yourself. But I'm sure, like maybe like somewhere, let's say like Texas, which is a little more conservative with their weed laws. Maybe if you have the seeds, then they can fuck you and give you like kingpin charges, like you're attempting to distribute.
Mhm.
So it depends on the state. It also depends on what what the cop you get. You know what I mean? Are they gonna fuck you, or are they gonna be cool about it? Like just dump out the seeds.
Well, in
Like.
some places, I can arrest you for having what's considered drug paraphernalia. So, like, maybe
Mhm.
I don't know. You just gotta be careful
Maryland
and
used to
look
be
at the
like
laws.
that.
Yeah, so you just gotta look at the local laws, make sure you're in the clear. But this would be a great gift for anyone who's retired. Everyone that's retired needs a
Totally.
project, you know?
Totally. And I'm not gonna lie. There's a reason why they've done so many tests on mushrooms, and they all go back to even people who've tried it just the one time have had like great effects and life changing, mind opening experiences with them. I guess some mushrooms are pretty awesome, dude. You gotta obviously tread carefully. You gotta have the right conditions, not do too much. Know that you trust where you're getting them. But good lord, a good trip will open your mind
You
into
know,
things that you never.
I have a friend that did a good trip, and I'll tell you who he is offline because he's a comic, but he did shrooms, had some like crazy trip, and had this like epiphany where he was like, "I'm not gonna do comedy anymore, and I'm gonna be sober." And I was like, "Oh my god!" Like, I would be so upset that happened to me. I did
Yeah,
shrooms the
no.
first time during the pandemic, and I remember I was just in my room playing solitaire on my phone, just like relaxing, and I started like beatboxing, and I was like, "Oh my god, I'm so good at this." And I was just like beatboxing and like you know, drumming on things. And then I thought to myself, like, I should share this gift with the world. And the next morning, I was like, I should really like look into like my beatboxing talent, and I should really like nurture this skill of mine. And then my roommate at the time was like, Chris, like, are you okay? Because last night you were making a bunch of like fart noises and banging on shit. It's like, what? Oh no, I thought I had a really good talent.
Oh my god.
I was so embarrassed.
I really wish these were on tape. Oh my god. Yeah, no, I've had like epiphanies like be nice to people and stuff. Never like become a beatboxer.
Yeah.
Chris, shut the fuck up. It's been 3 hours of this shit. Oh god, now I get why Zora moved out. No, no.
Uh,
Oh, no, man, mushrooms, yeah, they're great. No, definitely. I think I get very giddy and like childish on them too, but no, beatboxing, that's a first. Though I did have a friend, um, he came over to trip and we were hanging out in my backyard. And at the time, I had actually that same day cut someone's hair, like buzzed it for them, and I just had forgotten to wipe up the hair, but it was the same hair color as my friend who was on mushrooms. So we convinced him that we had actually shaved his hair because he told us to. Well, he was on mushroom. He's like, no, what do you mean? Like, I have to go to formal. Like, no, I can't. And he started picking out the hair from the ground and trying to reattach it to his own head. But
aw.
it's like some other person's hair. And then eventually we told him, no, dude, you have hair. Like, look in the mirror. But he wouldn't believe us and he didn't want to look in the mirror while tripping. So he was like firmly convinced that hair on the floor was his and kept like picking it up.
Dude, I have a gross hair story. So okay, I'm gonna make this really brief. This is about my best friend that passed, so rest in peace. I hope he's not mad that I tell the story. But so I used to come home when we lived together. He and I were roommates. I used to come home. I used to just spit my gum in the trash can by the toilet, and I would never make it. And like one day, I was like, I should really like clean up all this like dried up gum on the floor next to the toilet. It's pretty gross. And so I had like a razor blade on the tile, like cleaning up all this gum, and I was like, I shouldn't do that anymore. That's really bad. I need better aim. Okay. Side note: I had a discussion with him about pubes, And I told him, I was
Ugh,
like, girls are not going to want to hook up with you if you don't maintain that shit. If they can't find it, they don't want to suck
totally.
it. You know, like you have to like really do a good
Plus, it
job.
makes it look smaller.
And
You have
so
a
like,
mountain up there.
yeah, because we were talking about it and he was like all natural. And I was like, no, dude, like no girl likes that.
No,
No girl likes that. You
no,
have
no,
to
no.
maintain. And so anyway, I was like getting on his case, like, you gotta shave your shit. You gotta shave your shit and then go date the ladies. Then go don't create a
Totally.
profile until you shave your shit. You know, so anyway, I come home from work.
It's good
I go
advice.
to I go to spit my gum out in the trash can by the toilet, and I was like, "No, I better not." So I sat in the toilet. I'm doing my business. I pick up the trash can and I go like that, and all this hair flew back in my face,
No, no,
and it was all of his pubes. I had all of his pubes in my mouth.
no, no.
And people would always be like, "How are you guys not gay? How do you guys live together? Like, he's got to be gay," or like, and I'm like, "There's no way." But then people would be like, "Have you guys ever kissed? No. Have you guys ever touched each other's dicks? No." But then in the back of my mind, I'd be like, "But I have had his pubes in my mouth. Ooh, it's just not
I can
looking good
see.
for us."
Oh God, I got something in the back of my throat.
Yeah. Ugh. Yeah.
Oh no, 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 no! I would die, dude. That would be. I would have to quietly move out after that and never speak to him again. Never tell him why. Oh Jesus, that's awful. So yeah, people, I guess look in the trash can before you go spitting in it.
Correct.
That is the SEMO way. And check out some magic mushrooms. You can do the kids very cheap.
Oh yeah, and so with the magic mushrooms, there I didn't say this. Let me find my notes. There was a website called the Divine Assembly. They're
Mhm.
also available on TikTok. That's how I found them. But their verbiage is like, we sell this for religious, spiritual purposes. I'm like, no, no, no. You guys are all
Oh.
stoners. Like, we get it, but it's fine.
Yeah,
Say what you gotta
yeah.
say. Um, it's only $10 off. So like they have a kit available for $50 right now. Typically it's 60. I mean, even for $60, like it's worth it because I can spend $60 on shrooms, or I can have a smorgasbord of shrooms for only $60, you know?
Totally. Oh man, that's so cool. That's so cool. And I wonder, I guess with these kind of kids, you can grow it anywhere, right? It's not, you don't have to like keep it anywhere. It's just like a little thing.
Yeah, I think that they give you like mulch or some sort of like what they call it, substrate or something like you, and then there's like syringes you squirt in there, and then like you keep it like moist or
Oh
whatever.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Wow, that's so cool. Back in the day, I will not share who, but I had someone who would try to grow their own mushrooms, and they had to like keep them in like a dank, moisty basement, just so the temperature and everything was right. Seems like with this, you can just do it anywhere, which is
Yeah,
dope. Wow, the world we live in. That's a great one. Anyways, my second to last one on my end is something that I get asked all the time. What do you use to make your podcast sound so great, Carlos? And that's called talent, people. You just can't buy that. So you're beat. But one thing you can buy is the right audio setup for a good price. And I'm happy to say that the latest model of what I use, which is the Maono Podcast Equipment Bundle Audio Mixer, all in one podcast production studio with a 3.5 millimeter microphone for live streaming and podcast recording, is the tool for you. I know what I'm using right now because I'm over at my parents'. I'm using this little Fi-Fi microphone, which is still pretty good. You can also get yourself probably for less than $20 right now. But the podcast bundle has everything. It has a nice mic setup with the pop filter. It has a nice board so you can control your voice, your pitch. You can add background sound effects into it. You can pre-record things into it, like the trusty little sound makes. Like, for example, if you wanted to do this, charge, you can put it right in there. And right now, you can get them for $95 instead of 154, which is a great deal. And note that there's even cheaper brands out there where you can get the same exact thing for as low as $40, which is fantastic. Note the one that I have experience with is the Maono podcast equipment
Isn't
bundle.
that a Disney
audio mixer
princess?
on.
Like a
No, that's
Hawaiian
Moana.
Oh,
Not
same letters.
Moana, Mauna.
Oh, okay.
That's true.
It's like, it's not.
Dyslexia.
Yeah.
Dyslexia. But yes, check it out. Honestly, because this is the kind of gift that it's not just good for people who want to start their own podcast, because God knows there's a fucking million of them, and you should only listen to ours because fuck everybody else. But you can live stream, you can game online with it, you can play D&D sessions, or you can be a moderator, and it'll help you with all the characters and background sound effects and set up mood and stuff. You can preload all the shit you want to do in your sessions. It's fantastic. And it's also great for those in the voiceover industry, if you ever wanted to get into that. You know what I mean? The biggest thing that you want before you can start auditioning for voiceover is to have good, crisp sound. So I can vouch for the Maona one. You know, I can't necessarily for the cheaper ones, but know that they are out there if you're strapped for cash and want to get something a little cheaper. So yeah, check it out, people. It's fantastic stuff. Oh yeah. What you got next?
I thought it was the same letters, but it's not the same letters. Moana.
No, it's
It's okay.
well. Oh yeah, no. There's an extra O instead of an A.
It's like there's a movie out with
Moana.
Jack Black. It's Santa, but the kid
The
was
devil.
dyslexic and wrote Satan.
Yes, that was dude. Whenever I see that, I literally think of you.
Like, ooh. You know, I dated a long time ago this Dominican guy, and he had the cutest accent, and he was like, it's like, you know what they say, not today, Santa. And I was like, you know, I can relate
Yeah.
to this goof. It happens, you know.
Yeah.
Anyhow, so my last one is actually it's no surprise to my husband because he knows that I just bought this for him. Because I wanted to make sure that he liked it before I purchased it. But the new Apple Watch Series 10 is a little bit thinner than the like prior series. I got an Apple Watch
Nice.
Series 10 46 millimeter size screen with 64 gigabytes. And
Oh shit.
typically like at Apple Store, they're like $429, but during Black Friday, they were $360. So that's what,
Nice.
$70 off? So it was
Fuck yeah.
$360 whether I bought it at at Apple or Walmart or Target or Amazon. Everyone like committed to the same deal. So it's a you know a pretty good deal. Not only does it function as a watch, obviously, but also it can monitor like your like sleep patterns and detect like sleep apnea. And like it can monitor your like your heart rate and my husband loves to work out, and so I thought that might be something fun to play with when he's at the gym. But also, I know that he can't check his phone at work. He's not supposed to. My husband is a bartender at Bloomingdale's. They have a bar. You should go
Totally.
visit him. It's at it's called Studio 59, and it's in the Bloomingdale's at Lexington and like 59th Street in New York City.
Bloomingdale's
And
the clothing store?
yeah, so it's a huge department store, but they have 3 restaurants inside the building.
Oh.
And on the second floor,
What?
there's a
I had
bar.
no idea.
It's nice. Like they make some good drinks. And even if it's not on the menu, if you ask him to whip up something, he'll do it. So anyhow,
Sweet.
I'm like, I'll text him. I'm like, I haven't heard from him all day. I know he's busy, but he's not allowed to be on his phone at work. I get it. So if you
Right.
have an Apple Watch, you kind of can be on your phone at work. They're not going to tell you can't wear a watch at work. So if there's an
Totally.
emergency,
Just do a quick.
yeah. So if there's an emergency, you can text on directly, or you can just say like, hey Siri, and then you can just type in the message, or I guess you can just say it into your watch.
Which makes you totally look like the Power Rangers. Remember back in the day? They were talking. Yeah. What's up, Alpha? You little bitch.
Yeah, or Inspector
I'll be right there.
Gadget, even further back
That's
in the
true.
day, because he used to pull it out of his pinky and be like, hello.
That's true. And You can always trust the guy that pulls out with his pinky. Oh yeah. Charge. And no, the Apple Watch is a fantastic gift. And this is also a cool thing where, same thing with the laptops, as I said, like, sure, the newer models, like Simo said, is down $70, but you can also even get last year's model and the year before for way cheaper,
Oh
especially this
yeah.
week. So you can get them, you can, if you don't mind getting a little older model, you can get them for like 150 even. And they have all kinds of cool designs too. But yeah, I'm a big fan of the Apple Watch. I have to say, I had a Fitbit that helped me figure out that I wasn't sleeping so good because they would track the sleep apnea thing. And it helped me start changing my sleeping patterns a little bit to kind of work on that. But you never know until these things like let you know, and you can die. Like really, people die from sleep apnea.
That's
So
scary.
watch out. Yeah, I know, right? You can go to sleep one day and just fucking choke on yourself and die, which is awful. So I think this is a great gift, and it is super fucking cool. Julie has one, and it is super cool. And she even plays music through it and shit.
Oh really?
It's got everything. Those things are dope. So yeah, it's a great number one. And now on to my last one. This is one that, good Lord, when I was younger, I used to like think that it was totally unattainable because to get yourself something that is an awesome TV, you have to pay thousands and thousands of dollars. And everybody knows that life is a game of inches. And what better time to get a big TV upgrade than right now? Playoff football is coming. The Super Bowl is coming. And I know you're sick and tired of your friend Greg having a bigger TV than you and hosting all the Super Bowl parties. So this is the year to say, fuck you, Greg, and make your wishes come true by getting your own 55-inch TV for $369 instead of $549 and above, which is what they usually cost. And that's wild to me that you can get a 55-inch TV for under $400. That's fucking crazy. I remember I
I
got my
have
dad.
this.
Oh yeah.
Uh-huh.
And how do you like it? Are you a
It's
fan?
amazing. And because I was nervous, 'cause I was like, if it's a Amazon TV, am I able to like still like play video games and things like that? Yeah, it still functions like a real
Oh, totally.
TV. I don't have
Absolutely.
cable, so I'm not sure if it hooks up to cable or not. Like I don't care because I have all the streaming services. So
Right.
like yeah, it's great. I love it.
And it's dope because it comes, as you said, it's an Amazon Fire TV, so you don't need to get a Fire Stick with it. All that stuff comes with it, so you just got to load your shit. And if you have, like, I
Yeah,
have
but
YouTube TV.
it's so small, so you can also just download an app onto your phone and just control it from your phone.
That's so cool. Yeah, I think I really might take advantage of this deal. We have a small living room, so that's kind of the problem. But I'm dying to get a big TV. But I remember I got my dad like one of those big block giant TVs that they used to be because people, I don't know if maybe this is gonna age us, but TVs used to be massive and fucking like thick and heavy
Yeah,
that even like a 25-inch TV would weigh like 30 pounds, and it was a pain in the ass. And so I remember I got my dad one that some fraternity brother was gonna get rid of us, and it was like a 67-inch TV, but it was like the massive fucking blocky ones that I literally had to have a buddy bring a pickup truck so he could carry this thing because there's no other way of transporting it. So now, like, they're so different and so much lighter and shit, and the quality of the picture is so much better that it just blows my fucking mind that you can get one for
I
three
love it.
hundred and $69. But yep. And if you walk in to someone, get them a TV for Christmas, let me tell you, I had dated someone that got me a TV for Christmas. It was a smaller TV, but at the time it had all the plugins so I could stream from my computer into it and shit. And it was legitimately one of the best gifts I've ever gotten. And I can't even imagine if it was a 55-incher. And the sad thing is that I'm pretty sure that she paid, especially because this was what, 12 years ago, she paid as much for a smaller TV as she would have for a 55-incher today. So yeah, take advantage of that shit. $369 is no joke. That is some
That's true.
savings. And you can, I mean, imagine the things you can do on a bigger TV. Just saying. That Skinemax late at night subscription
Oh yeah, I
really
didn't even
come
think
in
about
handy.
that. Or you can just cast your phone onto the TV,
That's right.
you know?
Pornhub and supersize. Imagine the boob sizes in a 55-incher instead of a 27, people.
You know, I couldn't find it. I was looking for it last night, but there is this like attachment that you can like plug into the back of your TV in like the HDMI port, and it houses all these old school video games,
Yes.
but I
I
couldn't.
actually almost added that to the list too. I swear to God, I was looking for a good one.
Oh, what's it
But I don't
called?
know. Well, there's a bunch of different ones out there on Amazon, but here's the thing: they all are like about the similar thing. It's a little thing you plug in, and it'll have like they're advertised like 20,000 games or something, mostly like retro stuff, but all different gens. However, and whenever I get really close to buying one, I'll see like 6 reviews that say they're great, and like 3 reviews that I'll be like, "This piece of shit lags or it doesn't work," and I'm like left like, I don't know. So I haven't bit the bullet on those. But if you have, let us know because I am so freaking curious about buying one of those. Send us an email, fratchatpodcast@gmail.com, or send us a message on Instagram @fratchatpodcast because those are great. Like I saw one that has like N64 games, Sega Genesis games,
Yeah.
like Nintendo games, all in the same thing, which is just epic. So yeah, I'm trying to test one of those out while I can. But anywho, that, ladies and gentlemen, was our list.
That's our list.
So let us know what you think. Let us know if you bought any of these. Let us know what the people say and how much they like you better than your other shitty sibling who did listen to our awesome list. Give us a follow on all social channels @Frat Chat Podcast. That's on Instagram. That's on Threads. That's on YouTube. That's on Twitter/X. You can also give me a follow. Check out my website, carlosgarciacomedy.com, or check out my socials @CarlosDoesTheWorld on Instagram, on Facebook, on TikTok, on Threads, on YouTube, Carlos Does World on Twitter/X. And you can also give my buddy Seem over here a follow @Chris.Moore.comedy on Instagram and TikTok, and see more comedy on Twitter/X. Oh yeah. So Mr. Mo, it's the holidays are officially here. It's time to run away from Mariah Carey because she's coming for us. So why don't you please get us out of here?
I motion to adjourn this meeting.
And I second. All right, you guys. Happy holidays. I'm happy that you got them started. And we'll be back next week with another edition of the greatest podcast in the history of podcasting. Time is the Frat Chat Podcast. See ya.
Bye-bye.